Welcome to episode number 5 to Wechsler Consulting Cloud News. Of course, this episode has been overshadowed by the virtual Build conference, and due to this we're going to look at the Build 2020 top IoT news. And one quite special topic we're going to focus on are Azure Digital Twins. Alright, but for now let's have a look at the top Azure IoT news. Due to the fact that digital twins are this episode's focus topic, you certainly will derive that this was one of the most significant news for me. But wait, there's been more. Looking at Azure IoT Edge, there have been many new and interesting features been announced. For example, the layered module deployment. We're able to better manage the deployments of Edge modules. The advanced diagnostics and monitoring, which has been introduced, as well as the X509 certificate attestation, which brings a lot of security into Azure IoT Edge. There also have been messaging improvements, for example, time to live it messages, as well as message priorities. Another topic that I found quite interesting is that Windows 10 IoT is able to leverage the Windows 10 Linux runtime as well. This is kind of like the hell freezing over if you look back at the operating system wars in the past decades. But it brings a lot of benefit to IoT developers because we're now able to test our IoT Edge Linux containers on Windows. And of course, we're also able to run any Linux workloads on our Windows 10 IoT machine. In addition to that, we also have some good news around Iot Hub. Private Link enables you now to get private access to an IoT hub from a private VNet, and this means that you're able to build IoT solutions that are never connected to the internet. And this is essential in certain industries. Also kind of related to Iot Hub is the Iot Plug-and-Play, where you're able to create device descriptions using a JSON template. And with a few lines of code, this template can be used as a description for device twins. And that's also great news, it's also aligned to Azure Digital Twins, which means that with the same description language, you're able to work with device twins as well as the Azure Digital Twin platform as a service offering. Looking at devices, it's also great news that Microsoft has transformed its acquisition from ThreadX, the real-time operating system, now into its fully owned product, Azure RTOS. And this is good news if you want to create a device which needs to have some real-time capabilities. In addition to this, there have been updates to Azure Sphere, which increase the security and reliability of Azure Sphere further. And from my perspective, also very promising is the fact that Azure Sphere as well as RTOS can work together on the same hardware, which means you can have the security and reliability and also the update mechanisms of Azure Sphere, as well as the real-time capabilities of RTOS on the same Azure Sphere device. And I'm really looking forward to see what device developers are creating with this combination. Last but not least, there have been some significant Iot Central updates. For example, IoT Edge devices are now supported on Iot Central. In addition, there's now Azure Sphere support, which is also great news as devices and the infrastructure are now really working together. And there have been branding improvements, which enables customers to use Iot Central as a white-labeled solution. Alright, this has been quite some interesting news, but now let's get to our focus topic, which are Azure Digital Twins and the update which Microsoft has done to the platform. We've got some new features on Azure Digital Twins. For example, it's now possible for customers to bring their own separate IoT hub, which is quite often beneficial if you want to control and manage your IoT hub on your own. I already talked about the new twin modeling language is aligned to the Iot Plug-and-Play device templates, which means you can leverage synergies between Azure Digital Twins and device templates, which helps to make a developer's life a little bit easier. As already stated, the twin modeling language is aligned with Azure Iot Plug-and-Play. It also includes semantic information, which is really important to understand the use cases a device is developed for. We also get a new graph API, which enables easy querying on device or model level. And then we have also the Space Intelligence Graph API on service level, which enables us to connect devices to spaces or rooms. Another very interesting feature is also that device twins are out of the box able to support multiple and even nested tenants. This also saves a lot of development time. In addition to that, advanced compute capabilities can now be directly linked to an Azure Digital Twin, for example using Azure Functions, and this enables a lot of flexible and interesting scenarios. So developers are able to create their own functions, and as we know, if we go from there, using that hook into the Digital Twin, our possibilities as a developer are pretty much endless. In addition to this, we are always able to control the access to a digital twin based on the Azure role-based access control model, and ideally leveraging Azure Active Directory for authentication. This makes Azure Digital Twins a very interesting offering, and that it's really interesting you can derive by the fact that the preview had to be closed a few days after the announcement because too many customers enrolled, and currently, as I'm recording this episode, it's not possible to create any Azure Digital Twins in the preview anymore. But of course, I think that's going to change soon. That's pretty much all I have today. I hope you enjoyed our little review on the last month, and especially on the Build 2020 virtual conference Azure IoT hot topics I've been presenting. Thanks very much for your attention, and I do hope you tune in next time when we do the next episode of Wechsler Consulting Cloud News. If there are any questions, as always, leave a comment below. Thanks and goodbye from Alexander Wechsler.